First step in replacing a panel, making it better, painting it, you gotta source a new one if your old one's dented like mine. So I got this one from the junkyard. It's green, my truck's black, gotta paint it. So let's sand it down and then we'll paint it. So we're gonna work on sanding down now. It did have one spot of sun damage and I've already lightly started sanding just to get a feel of it. But we gotta bring this all down, and we wanna bring this down to about 320 or 400 grit. Okay, got my electric sander here with 240 on it, and just gonna go all the way around. We don't want to dig too far into the base or into the primer. It'd be nice if we could just leave this like with the primer on it, not go to the metal, and then we can just seal over it and then start painting. Really, our goal here is knock off all this old damaged clear coat. So 240 should do it. If I have to, I'll go down to like 180. Alright, got the fender mostly sanded down in the front. Just gotta do it by hand to get the rest of the edges. Like these spots, the hard to reach spots where my sander can't get it. And then I gotta go all over it one more time with a lighter grit, probably 320. Now, there's pinstriping on this, and I gotta remove the pinstriping in order to paint it. So, easiest way, get a eraser wheel, stick it to your drill, and have at it. Wipe. And then after a quick wipe, it's gone. So super easy to use. Just gonna finish off the pinstriping and then I can do the hand sanding. Alright, so the front is sanded down with 240. Now I'm gonna go over and do this 320, and then I'm gonna do the back side in 320 just to scuff it up. And also all the sides, just gonna do 320 to scuff it up. Now I do have a sealer that I'm gonna spray on this instead of a traditional primer. So, you know, just scuffing up the old clear coat, if any, on the back side or the sides, the sealer is gonna take care of that, so we're good. Just gonna do a quick scuff, nothing too crazy. Alright, just gave the fender a quick little wash down. Mainly the back side was filthy. And yeah, we got all the dirt off, so now I can sand, because you don't want to sand when it's dirty. You're just going to cause scratches and clog your sandpaper. So I'm going to let this dry, then I'll come back and scuff the backside up, and then we're ready to seal and get ready to paint. The cars are out of the garage. I have my fender set up. This was what I was using to test my spray pattern. I think my gun's all dialed in. Going to mix up the paint, put it in, and let's spray this. So we're going to use a sealer. It's a 1K sealer. This was what was recommended to me from the paint shop, so we're gonna give it a go. I'm just gonna paint the front and the back, and then once that's dry, I'll flip it over and do the underside. You know, as you see, I got boxes. This is my setup. I don't like it. If there's a good stand out here for stuff like this, let me know, because you know it's about time I get a real good stand. Alright, and then so to the paint, let's see, it's this one. High-tech 1K primer sealer. So gonna go with the sealer, then we got the base and the clear. Let's mix it up, spray it. Oh, and this is the LVLP. I'm sure I'll mention this more later on, but this is my gun. I like it. Let's go. I decided I like that Harbor Freight jack stand, or Harbor Freight trans jack a little too much. Put paper around it, so we're good now. There we go. Alright, the weather app says it's 85, 52% humidity. But, man, I understand painting with humidity is a lot different than without. So there's going to be a learning curve for me learning how to paint out here in Georgia compared to when I was in California. But immediately, just tons and tons of fisheye. Tons and tons of fisheye. I even wiped down with my wax and grease remover before, right before I turned the camera on, and it's on both sides too. Now I did clean the paint out with my lacquer thinner. It should have been dried, like it should not have been in the paint. It's a possibility that it didn't fully dry and it mixed with my paint and caused this, but yeah, that's rough. So this all needs to be sanded down once I let this dry. Actually, I'll be able to wet sand it, but I need to let it dry for a while in order to do that. Or I can just scuff it with 400, but I need to get the fisheye out, so I might need to go at it with 320. I don't know. We'll see. I'll have to figure out a plan when I go back to sand it. But on the bright side, I didn't really get orange peel. My gun seems to be pretty dialed. Just contaminants on the body here, or if it was the lacquer thinner in my paint. Unfortunate, but just gotta try again later.